Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Geographically Inclined YouTube channel. So as I mentioned in my last video, this is going to be an interesting one because for once I'm not able to use Jetpunk, which is a real shame, I'll admit. It is a real shame because I love Jetpunk to death. It's really helped me, blossom as far as my geographical knowledge goes. So what we're doing today, top 100 cities in Indiana by population. So basically what I did was I went to the cityquiz.io city database, and then I got the one for all the cities in Indiana, and then I sorted them by population and took the top 100 by population, manually inserted them onto a quiz, and then just kind of learned it off that. So technically this is more difficult than Jetpunk because I can't see the cities. I can't see the bubbles that I usually get on Jetpunk. So I have to do this from memory, but considering that's basically how I went about doing this anyways, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Really excited for this one because I grew up around Indiana, so it's going to be nice being able to, finally know all this. So we're going to start up over by Chicago. This is going to be our first attempt. Let's hope it'll be our only attempt, but I guess only time will tell. So that's just, yeah. Michigan City, LaPorte, South Bend, Notre Dame. So guys, funny story about my last run, which I ended up failing because I had no idea what was wrong. I got 99 cities, and I was pretty certain I had not missed anything. And the truth is, no, I didn't miss anything. I stopped the recording. I found out what was wrong. You know what was wrong? I forgot to put a space in between South and Bend, so it didn't accept it. I didn't see that and moved on. So I thought I got it. That's not gonna fly. I'm gonna make sure I get all 100 on City Quiz. But that really shows you how little I use City Quiz compared to Jetpunk, because Jetpunk absolutely will accept it if there's no space. Jetpunk doesn't give a rat's ass about, proper formatting or whatever. City Quiz does, though, unfortunately, which caused me to lose a run because I did not type in South Bend correctly. South Bend, of all things. I used to go to South Bend on a weekly basis. It's ridiculous. Anyways, we're gonna restart this. This should be the one. I hope it is because I'm getting tired of doing this. Because this should have been first try, but it is what it is. We are gonna start over by Chicago, like always. East Chicago. That is just not how you spell Chicago. Hammond. Munster, Dare, St. John, Cedar Lake, Lowell, Highland, Griffith, and Schererville. Then we have Gary, Lake Station, Portage, Hobart, Merrillville, Crown Point, Winfield, Chesterton, Valparaiso, and then LaPorte, Michigan City, South Bend, Notre Dame, Mishawaka, and then Granger, Elkhart, Goshen, Angola, Kendallville, Auburn, Huntertown, Fort Wayne, New Haven, Plymouth, Warsaw, Columbia City. What? Why? Why did you do that? Stop. Anyway, sorry about that. We got Columbia City, which means Logansport, Peru, Wabash, Huntington, Bluffton, Decatur, West Lafayette, Frankfort, Kokomo, Elwood, and Marion. Then Yorktown and Muncie. Then Crawfordsville, Lebanon, Whitestown, Zionsville, Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, Westfield, Anderson, McCordsville, Lawrence, Indianapolis, Speedway, Brownsburg, and then we have Danville, Greencastle, Brazil, Terre Haute, Avon, Plainfield, Mooresville, Bargersville, Greenwood, Beech Grove, Greenfield, Richmond. I was thinking of Newcastle. That's what I want, is Newcastle. Come on. Okay. Bloomington. Here's to hoping I have everything I need up there. I didn't forget Anderson. Bloomington, Columbus, Greensburg, Batesville, Vincennes. Is this just... No, I'm forgetting Washington. Then Bedford, then Seymour. I forgot the Martinsville strip again. I always skip over it, and I always remember it, and then I always come back to it. Franklin, Shelbyville, Connorsville, and then we already got Richmond, which was a part of that strip. Okay. Princeton, Jasper, Scottsburg, Madison, Evansville, Tell City, New Albany, Clarksville, Jeffersonville, Sellersburg, and Charlestown. We finally made it to the end of the challenge. I don't know why. Again, that took way too long for no reason. I learned this so quickly. I've never really tried out using City Quiz before, and this actually turned out to be a pretty valuable... I'm not saying I didn't think it was going to be a valuable tool, but I'm saying I ended up learning this a lot quicker than I thought I would. I absolutely think I would have learned this quicker on Jetpunk just because that's what I'm familiar with. But it does pose a little bit more of a challenge considering, the bubbles don't... I have to input the bubbles myself. They don't automatically show up and appear green when I click it. I have to actually manually type the city in without any hints of, where it might be. So, that didn't prove to be that big of a problem because the way I learned cities is I literally memorize them in little groups and just go down the list in my head. So, it wasn't that much of a challenge, but I enjoyed it for what it was, and I really had fun learning some information about a state that I spent a large part of my life in. So this was a lot of fun, even if I had some really stupid stuff happen to me when I was trying to do this on recording for absolutely no reason. But such is life. Anyways, for future content, my next planned content is I'm going to do every single settlement and Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Mostly because I realized I could do that with City Quiz, even though there might be a Jet Punk quiz, but I'm not gonna test it. Um, I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna use City Quiz. Um, Not to mention, I live in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, so you know, go to work and I hear my coworkers talk about places, and I don't know where they are, and I'm just like, wow, this is sad. I don't know where this place is. Well, I'm gonna know where they are now because I'm learning all the cities in the UP. So that's gonna be it for today. I will see you guys in the next video.